You exist in a digital age of infotainment technology. You are the inhabitant of a multi-channel environment. Every day you face a world of possibility and choice. What are you going to watch?
Good choice, and welcome to The Message. The channel with so much to say, but no idea how to say it. Coming up now, we've hard-hitting police drama containing scenes of a violent nature in Bender's Way. A tough cop in a tough town. He tried to do it their way.
You're a loose cannon, Ray. I'm sending you to the north.
They just don't understand.
I just don't understand you, Ray.
They always want me to do it their way.
But there's only one way.
Solitary man.
What you got there then, old man?
Rabbit.
Yeah, where'd you get them?
Shot her.
Oh, yes.
Get your hands off my pickles.
Jim's original pickle.
The punk pickle.
Mess. This week on Laundry Blues.
Oh, please, just this once. I've already told you we don't give change for machines.
The city's busiest laundrette
Jesus, it's chocker in here.
Mind where you're putting them whites.
just got busier.
I'm telling you, Teresa, I don't like the look of that new tumble dryer. I don't like the look of it, one little bit.
Laundry Blues, weekdays from 5.
Oh, could you get some baking powder, sweetheart?
Mummy! Mummy! Quick! It's a son of man! I think he stopped breathing!
It's okay, darling. Stay back. Mummy's got it.
What is going on?
It's no use. His airway's blocked. I'm gonna have to give him a tracheotomy. Does anyone have a biro?
Here, take this. Do you know what to do?
Yes, thanks to this.
What is it?
It's the anatomical map of Jesus.
Anatomical Map of Jesus is an essential tool for anyone attempting any kind of invasive surgery on the Son of God. Make sure you're carrying the Anatomical Map of Jesus.
Oh no. 5 o'clock in the evening and we've come down to our last loaf of bread. What are we going to do?
As part of our global outreach initiative, The Message has commissioned video diaries from citizens of the world.
Un idiota me dio este cámara y me dijo filmar toda mi vida. Lo dejé caer en el río ayer, pero todavía parece funciona bien.
The Message, empowering the world to deliver. Coming soon to The Message, Tales of the Sea. A voyage of discovery to the new world.
Ship's log of Captain T. Spencer Waldron, this year of our Lord 1674.
A world of uncertainty
Mr. Begley, do you know where the first watch is?
I think he's gone to play tennis.
and petty officers,
Why don't you try looking for yourself next time?
charting the high seas for king and country.
Ah, Johnson.
Ah, sir.
How many days' sail are we from the Americas?
Oh, I thought we were going to the East Indies.
On the whole, we have been lucky with the weather, apart from a few light showers.
A time of pioneering exploration
Can anyone tell me where the officer's mess is?
and a time of impatience. Hoist the mainmast with Tales of the Sea every night this week on The Message. Drama now with the sleepwalking superhero.
Jordan!
Haynes was born with extraordinary superpowers that only revealed themselves when he sleepwalked. And as he saved the world from disasters, he became known as the sleepwalking superhero. But as adulthood beckons, Todd's finding it harder to get off to sleep. As we ask, what now for the sleepwalking superhero?
Don't do it!
A high street somewhere in England's London town.
Someone get up there and help him!
A side street somewhere in England's London town.
Don't do it!
A man anxious and alone. Todd knows what needs to be done and runs to do it. Questions.
What's going on?
Answers.
He's been up there for 10 minutes or so. He says he's going to jump.
I can't let this happen. I have to save him.
Todd needs to get to sleep fast. He has a cunning plan.
Excuse me, do you have any Ovaltine?
Sorry, sir, we don't do Ovaltine.
I need a milky drink and I need it fast.
Not a great plan, but a plan nonetheless.
I could do a warm milk. Well, how about a decaf cappuccino? That's pretty milky.
A plan to quell panic on the streets of London.
I'll take the warm milk, but hurry. A man's life's at stake.
Panic on the streets of London.
A plan that would haunt Todd's many waking hours in the days and weeks to come, and in part 2.
My name's Will. I'm 23 years of age, and I live in northwest London. I do this. I do this, and a little bit of this. My name's Will. I'm 24 years of age, and I live in northwest London. I do this. I do this. And a little bit of this. My name's Will. I'm 25 years of age, and I live in northwest London. I do this. I do this. And a little bit of this. My name's Will. I'm 27 years of age, and I lost this. I lost this, and I lost this. I used to live in northwest London. Not anymore.
Which is why I've now got a room to rent here at 35 Chamberlain Gardens. It's clean and spacious, and I managed to get most of the burn marks out of the carpet. If you're a non-smoking professional woman between the ages of 18 and 30, then give me, Grace Roberts, a call.
We've classic catchphrase comedy now in Laugh and Tration Camp.
Grace. Grace, you know I've always loved you. I've got to ask you something. Something I've needed to know for years. What bands do you like?
It's no use, Mr. Shields. I don't think she can hear you.
Grace, what bands do you like?
Dave, Blue Watch will take over from here. 3 things. What do you need? Probable cause. Gas explosion. Anyone still left inside? Yeah, there's no couple up on the 4th floor. Right, what bands do you like?
All this week on The Message, it's time to stand up and be counted by the cop with her hand wrapped round the throbbing pulse of crime.
My name's Kane. Detective Sergeant Sugarcane, and I'm your new governor.
The mean streets of London's East End are no place for a lady.
This ain't no place for a lady.
Get this through your thick skull, Norris. I'm no lady.
she's marched straight into the hardest part of town in 6-inch heels.
Can I help you, sweetheart?
That's Detective Inspector, sweetheart.
And she's getting everyone steamed up.
What are you staring at, Evans? The last company used to share the showers, didn't they?
Yeah, I suppose.
Pass the soap.
Complex people with complex lives, taking their clothes off.
It's no good, Sugar. Even when you're naked, I can see your badge.
This is hopeless, Dennis. Why can't I be who I am for you, instead of what I do?
I don't know what you mean.
Raw sugar cane all this week on The Message. Could you drive a 35-ton tank at speeds of up to 45 miles an hour and all the time tracking an enemy aggressor? Could you exist alone in a combat environment without food or water for 7 days and nights and avoid capture? Could you spend a night in chest-deep sub-zero water, then lead a battalion of men into battle the next morning? If you answered no to any of those questions, then the modern army is not the place for you. Don't bother calling us. Certainly don't look us up on the internet, and don't even think about emailing, because we won't reply.
The modern army. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough.
Faxing us is a waste of time. A telegram will be a complete dead loss, and you can stick your mobile right up your army.
Aye, well, that's me done for the evening. I think I'll turn in. Good night, sweet prince.
Oh, shite!
Dave, are you coming for breakfast? You're going to be late.
I'm not hungry. See you later.
It's the third time this week, Phil. He's a growing lad.
You can't really blame him. This jam is awful.
Maybe he's right. Maybe Dave needs a jam with something extra.
Jim's jams are full of fruity goodness and all the things you'd expect from a really good jam. Plus, every Jim's jam jar comes emblazoned with a graphic full-frontal shot of one of our hot mamas.
Dave, breakfast.
I'm not hungry. See you later.
You leave all the hot mamas to me then, Dave.
Mamas? Give your growing boy a helping hand. Give him hot mamas from Jim's Jams. Jim's Jams, keep 'em head roll. Meat. This week, The Message is proud to join some of the greatest footballers in the world and join the campaign to kick poverty out of football. James's story is typical of many young players.
I got signed at 16. Gaffer put me on 25 grand a week. Then after about a month, got a couple of headlines, scored a hat-trick. My agent got it jacked up to 60 grand a week. Then after my England call-up, and rumours about me going United, we were on 110k. Sweet.
Tragically for James, a new manager came in and installed a wage cap of $95,000 a week, meaning James had to take a $15,000 a week pay cut. Imagine how that would affect you. But he's one of the lucky ones. It's come to our attention that some young professionals are earning less than £70,000 a week, the figure that the football authorities this week revealed as their poverty panic zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a moment we're going to play you our new video to launch the campaign to kick poverty out of football. But first of all, would the owner of the Maserati registration number BIGCOK please move it from the next door hospital A&E entrance as it's blocking the way of the ambulances.
Oh, that's me, man. I'll be out in 10.
Kick poverty out of football.
Look at me. What do you see?
Detached mock Tudor with a treble garage?
No.
Is my bank balance so different from yours?
And if it was, would it give you the right to complain?
Not if I can help it.
You can only drive one car.
You can only sleep in one bed.
You can only wear one pair of shoes.
At once.
But tomorrow is another day.
No? We're just like you in so many ways.
We have one heart.
We have one brain. We have one chance to stop this disease
that is spreading through some parts of football.
Help us
to help those who can't help
themselves.
Kick poverty
out
of.
From the age of 9, you've done sweet FA, but kick a little leather thing around all day. It's hardly surprising that your brain's so small when you think how often that you head that ball. You bought a Ferrari and you've just been banned. So what the fuck to do with this week's 60 grand? Let's kick the shit out of poverty. Let's hear it for the boys of less than 70. And still we can't take a decent penalty. Let's kick the shit out of poverty.
All this week on Hobby Whores, we'll be sharing some slack time with the ladies of the night.
Well, I was brought up round Paddington, so I ended up working in the Baker Street area.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
Drinking in tradition and soaking up the local colour.
And that's how I became a member of the Sherlock Holmes Appreciation Society.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, this is baffling even Scotland Yard.
Modern-day lawbreakers.
Right, looking for a good time?
With one eye on the past.
I would go on trips abroad sometimes to recreate key scenes from the books. It's very social. I like it.
So, Moriarty, it would appear I have you.
From cheap sexual thrills to the Hound of the Baskervilles.
He was a real gentleman who knew the way into a woman's secret places.
Foxy lady.
From fellatio to fan clubs, from spent emissions to first editions. Join us every night this week for a full hour of prostitutes' favourite activities, only on The Message. Cookie Bear, the Joy Bear.
Here comes the Coca Joker.
Before we announce the winning numbers of this week's lottery, it's time for more of your appeals for funding. So let's hear some more schemes and dreams.
Hello, I'm Keith Smithy, and I have a plan for Excalibur lottery money. For the past 6 months, I've collected vintage action men. But like many of us, I find there is no safe place for these plastic action figurines. With the help of lots of money, I'd like to set up the world's first Action Man sanctuary. I aim to have over 5,000 Action Man preserved in a special sanctuary by the year 2010. Give me your money. Attention! Show me the doll. They're not dolls.
I'm Annette. God bless you. For too long, England has been held back by old and boring symbols. Look at Europe with its sexy stars on a blue flag. America with Mickey Mouse, McDonald's. We need a new national symbol to make the world sit up and take notice. I propose a new emblem for England, a new symbol. It's in here somewhere. That will both encapsulate the old and embody the new. This is that emblem. This is England.
England expects that you will give me some money. Thank you.
It's the weekends that are the worst. Hour upon hour, stretching out in front of you. No one there to talk to.
Are you lonely? Upset? Depressed? Why not crack one off?
Solitary man.
Previously seen on Bender's Way.
Move along now, ladies and gentlemen. Move along now, please. There's nothing to see. It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. Now, please, move along. Move along now, please. There's nothing to see. It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. Now, please, move along.
What's in the tent?
It's a dog. We believe it was involved in a misdemeanor with a motorist.
Is it okay?
It's quite poorly. Very poorly. Look, I'm up to my neck in it here. Is there something you want?
We've lost our dog.
What sort of dog?
He's a red setter.
Well, come on in, the pair of you. And be warned. It's not a pretty sight.
Mass. Time now for our younger viewers to get the lowdown on what's going on in the great outdoors with God's tiny creatures.
If you go down in the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go down in the woods today, you'll scarcely believe your eyes. They're stood round cars and craning their necks and watching ugly people have sex. Today's the day the doggers all get their bits licked. Go round the back of the shops today, you'll see a suspicious crowd. And in the carriage you need, and Bob, they'd make their old mothers proud. He's quite fat and she's quite rough, it's cramped but still they're doing their stuff. You'll stand and think, I've never done that with a biscuit. Picnic time, it's very rude. Mouths are full but there's no food. Oh, what a beast is man. Stand and think how far we've come as Robert's bobbing bum delivers the goods to Jan. Back goes the reclining seat. Now you can see his feet and there goes her ankle chain. In half an hour another car will arrive and then we'll watch the whole thing go on again.
Travels among the Maasai. The African Diaries of Major Vivian Carter Ramsey.
The days were dry and hot, and the nights were endless and bitterly cold. The dense jungles of the African subcontinent are home to some 10,000 different species, and the Maasai are proud to know them all by heart.
Look, I'm Becky. Over there by the riverbank.
Oh, yes. I see, Major, sir.
What is it?
I think it is a hippopotamus.
Really, Becky? Look, it's got a scaly back and hundreds of teeth. Mightn't it be a crocodile or an alligator?
I think it is a lion. Yes, it is definitely a lion.
Really, Becky? What sort of lion?
It is a brown one.
The Message has commissioned video diaries from citizens of the world.
Täällä päivät ovat lyhyitä ja pimeitä talvella, joten on hyvä olla joku harrastus. Olen hyvin innostunut viinistä. Yleensä avaan ensimmäisen pulloni siinä joskus lounasaikaan, kun nousen ylös.
The Message, empowering the world to deliver.
Monsieur, bienvenue de l'appeler à Swada. Voilà. Elle est en
From as early as 850 BC, Wales has been a place of lakes, trees, parkland and pathways. From the tip of Cregnibar to the depths of Abergele and onward to the open sea, Wales is a land where things can happen and often do. Through the mists of time, breathing smoke and fire, the dragons came and made their mark, belching their way across a land that would forever be scarred by the mark of St. Daffod. Now, that land is throwing open its shutters and doors and extending a warm Welsh welcome to the peoples of the four corners of the globe. Come to Wales. Go on.
It's part 2 of the sleepwalking superhero. Todd decided to give his mother a nice surprise.
This is a nice surprise. We've not seen you for a while.
Mum, you know when I was little, the whole sleepwalking thing, was there anything you used to do in those days to get me off to sleep?
Yes. You used to love it when I sang Cry Baby Bunting to you.
And how did it go?
Todd's mother sang.
Cry Baby Bunting, Daddy's gone a-hunting.
And Todd listened.
Rabbit skin to wrap the baby bunting in.
Thanks, Mum. Gotta run.
At last, Todd had the answer, but first there was a job interview. What could possibly go wrong?
Good morning, Mr. Haynes. Well, I would say congratulations are in order. From 60 applicants to a short list of just 2.
Nice work, Todd, but what's this? Whispering? Looking? Talking?
It would appear the West is once again under attack.
Dang!
A Western Airlines jumbo has just been hijacked at Heathrow.
Double dang!
Terrorists are threatening to blow it up in the next half an hour.
Triple dang!
God. My daughter's flying to Los Angeles today. She must be on that plane.
Todd needs to get to sleep, and fast!
Can't let this happen. I have to save them.
Go, Todd!
Cry, baby bunting, Daddy's gone a-hunting.
No, Todd!
The rabbit skin to wrap the baby bunting in. Cry, baby bunting!
For the love of God, Todd!
Gone to fetch your rabbit skin.
Tune in next week to see if Todd gets the job. Or not.
I'm gonna have to let you go.
At Excel, we believe that making fuel is about preparing a brighter, cleaner future.
When's Daddy coming home?
I don't know, darling. I don't know.
Excel Vita X is our cleanest fuel yet. To make your future brighter. Excel Vita X. Bringing Dad back home.